No, seriously, what were those things?
It's a fucking elevator. What did they look like?
They didn't look like elevators, but I guess I could see it. Then again, very few things in this game actually look like what they're supposed to be.
They're here for Orphan. If it's close to the Fal'Cie Eden, they're probably headed for
And you're doing the hand thing.
Right. And if they destroy it, bad things are gonna happen. So long, Cocoon.
Then we better get there before they do.
Don't we already know all of this?
Let's move!
I think it's been implied up till now, but... And lightning is capable of just jumping through fast-moving traffic, okay.
Oh yeah, we're in a cutscene.
So yeah, that's a behemoth.
And...
Yeah, that's really about all there is to say here.
It's nice enough that it was able to transform back into its first form for us to start fighting it. Because it was in its alt mode in the cutscene.
So, I guess it literally just stabbed the sword back into itself?
Yeah, sure, why not? We'll go with that. So, yeah, the Behemoth King is the strongest behemoth that we are going to fight without going into hunts. The strongest natural behemoth, anyway. We still have one more Sanctum behemoth to meet.
Oh lord. So, yeah, this is basically just another behemoth, but with bigger numbers.
Yeah, there's nothing to say about it. Nothing to say at all.
Hence to skip just now then. Alright then. At least this area is still incredibly pretty.
Victory is boring.
Well, they don't seem to think that. Oh hey, these guys look threatening.
We're never gonna make
Those are the dudes back from Solia Springs. They're assholes. Not that they're not hard. They just take. They're the Orobons, and they just take forever to kill.
So really, we're actually getting into a very ironic situation where, like, the characters are, well, not sus, but Lightning and Vanille are being all optimistic, and we're the ones who are just like, oh god, fuck me. Essentially another explanation for why Saza's the best character.
This, no, maybe it's the next part. Oh no, I murdered these guys. Okay. There is a point coming up here where, oh, right here. All right, so this is a behemoth and 3 Orobons, and I'm like, no, we're not doing this.
And then they're like, yeah, you are.
And I'm like, nope, get fucked, game.
Well then.
Yeah, not pictured there were like 3 more attempts of trying to run past them. Before I just finally said, fuck it, and use a Decept Assault.
Yeah, we've been getting some weapons this chapter.
We have. Most of them are the, either the Staggerlock or the Paper Tiger weapons.
I think, wasn't one of the... I think we got a sword for Lightning that does the ATB+.
No, we've had the ATB plus sword for Lightning for a while.
Ah.
We got that back in Chapter 7.
I know it was Lionheart that we got. You know, not the good weapon from 8, but... points for references, I guess. So are there actually any noteworthy enemies in this giant corridor at all?
There is one. There is one enemy we're about to see here in a second.
Well, I guess I'll keep my patience up then.
But it's the other behemoth. Don't get your hopes up too much.
It's alarming, kind of, how boring this game can get right at the points where it looks like it's about to be really interesting. I mean, like, just look at this place. Like, this should be, like, wall-to-wall awesome happening 100% of the time for about 30 consecutive minutes right now. in any game actually worth playing. But here it's literally yet more of the same goddamn thing that we've been doing for the last 40 or so hours. Doesn't even do any of the things that this game sometimes manages to do to be good at doing that same thing. It's... fuck each thing. Well, I'm in a bad mood now.
Yep. And here, I'll make it better for you. Here's the last Sanctum Behemoth.
Yay.
Well... okay then.
To say, spoilers, it fights the exact same way as every other goddamn behemoth in the game.
You're kidding me, right?
Like, they couldn't do anything interesting with this?
No, most of the things they use to differentiate the behemoths is how much health they get back, which is usually all of it by the end of the game, and what status ailments they can cause after they transform. That's really about all they do.
Like, they couldn't have some different attacks, or like some fast ones, or some ones that do attack combos, or ones that do charge up attacks that you have to cancel, or ones that do area attacks, or, you know, ones that buff themselves. I mean, like, come on.
I mean, you sort of get that here. Like, after he...
Okay, he's put bravery on himself.
Yeah, when he... that's only when he transforms, but he will give himself, I think, haste, bravery, and protect, maybe? I think that's the debuff I'm missing.
I mean, we've seen this game has shown us that it's very capable of doing, you know, somewhat interesting things with only the battle system. And the models, the enemy models and the animations are nothing if not meticulously over-designed. And, you know, they just threw so much shit at you. And now they run out. Well, speaking of shit being thrown at you...
Say, I remember this.
Hey, Rosh.
Do we?
Yeah, this is Rosh. Haven't seen him in a while.
I like I was just standing behind it.
Well, yeah, well, you can't get in that thing to talk to us. I mean, that would be ridiculous.
No matter. We will lay down our lives if that is what it takes to stop you.
Oh, we're on the same side here. We came back to stop all of this.
Says the guy who caused it.
Nevertheless, you are the
I don't even care if you're morally in the right.
Hey. Did he just teleport inside that?
I think he did.
Maybe it was a hologram.
I was gonna say that's a Yoggram. Yogagram.
Humanity's fate rests in its own hands.
That thing has a really dumb face.
I know, I love how it's just wearing a Kabuto helmet for no reason. When there's no reason that Japan would exist in this thing, and is that thing called the Proud Clad?
Oh yes. It's a reference to that boss from Final Fantasy VII, the Proud Clad. You remember the Proud Clad from Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah, because that's a really smart thing to do. Name your mech after the thing Scarlet and Heidegger died in.
Yes, that thing, the Proud Clad. That was what that thing was called.
Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting, isn't it?
No, it's not going to be interesting. Proudclad, you see pretty much everything it does. It shoots lasers at you. Sometimes it shoots a lot of lasers, but that's all it does.
And sometimes it makes some things teleport in from nowhere that shoot you and then teleport away. I'm not really sure what the aesthetic justification for those is supposed to be.
They're laser pods. Every giant mecha in anime needs laser pods.
I like how he screams and grunts every time you hit the thing. You know, like it's him getting hurt.
He's got force feedback enabled, so he feels every hit.
What will they think of next?
Alright, now there is one little wrinkle to this fight that we're about to see. See, after you stagger him in the Proud Clad, he has an ability called Retaliatory Strike.
Oh, and he deactivated the limiters as well.
Which, yeah, and that, by the way, gives him a permanent Bravery, Haste, and I believe Protect, maybe? It gives him a bunch of permanent buffs, which are really, really annoying.
You also appear to be getting your shit kicked in right now.
Yeah, that's what Retaliatory Strike does.
Oh, well, I thought he was just going to keep doing that. I thought that was like his new attack.
No, he does that for about, I don't know, for like maybe like 30 seconds or so. He will just pound out damage, and if you are not like in combat clinic before he starts, you will die, like no questions.
Okay, well that's at least moderately interesting, I guess. At least they actually have a gimmick for this goddamn fight.
And then we go back to the same old until we stagger him again.
Did he recover health?
Yes, he gets like 300,000 HP back once you stagger him the first time.
Yeah, like, when it said, like, limiters released, like, you didn't notice all the big green numbers that popped up, like, all at once?
I guess I must have been looking away.
Alright, so yeah, this is what the unique abilities do.
Look at him dance! Look at him dance!
That was a 300% stagger increase.
Oh what? I wasn't looking at the numbers going up. I was looking at SARS dancing.
Yeah. But yeah, that's good for a 300% stagger increase there.
Well, that's nice.
This is how you absolutely just break the game over your knee.
With some exceptions.
With a few exceptions. It does not work if you cannot stagger the enemy to begin with.
Bye, Yogg.
Oh, we haven't seen the last of him, you can be sure of that.
He's like a bad penny, he'll always turn up.
I don't understand. We want the same thing. Why can't we just work together?
Because of racism, that's why.
These people are so blinded by fear, they can't even imagine it. Are we too late?
Not yet. And we can't give up.
Alright, well now that we're here, should we just give up?
Am I right?
I mean, we did take all the trouble to come back to Cocoon, but I mean, really, at this point, we might as well just go home, right?
behind it. Bartandalis.
Can we just, like, rage quit, just have one of them just become Ragnarok right here and end it all, please?
Once everything's finally
Doesn't matter
out in the
who.
open, people are gonna have to wake up from this nightmare.
I nominate Vanille.
Let's show him how human we still are.
Which is to say, not very.
They weren't all that human to begin with.